What is up, Broncos country? It is time for your weekly horsepower hour, baby. Thank you to everybody that's been patient. I've been out of commission, but I'm back. Thank you to Jeremy and Mark for being flexible. And we miss you, Kodiak. We miss you, Kodiak Broncos podcast. He's in here. He had a little surgery done, but he's doing great. He's alive. He's breathing. Guys, we're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about the Commanders win, how Elijah Moore puts us over the top for the Super Bowl, and we'll talk a little bit of Raiders as well. Of course, before we get into that, be sure, like, subscribe, all the channels, all the shows, watch all four at the same time, all right? Links in the description. Also, shout out to Kalshi, sponsored David Talks Broncos. The code DTB, guys, for a $10 bonus. Once you deposit $10, we'll take a look later on at what the odds, the spread, everything looks like for this Raiders game, in which our Denver Broncos should move to 11-2. But before we get into that, we have a new guest on the show. It is Miles of Crushing It YouTube. Miles, thank you for filling in for Kodiak last minute. It's always great to have a new Broncos creator on the show. But yeah, really quick, tell the people what you do, and yeah, maybe your favorite Broncos memory or player.
Yeah. So hey everyone, I'm Miles. Sorry, Kodiak, I did kind of snag your spot. Hope you're doing well. I'll go with my first memory. The first thing I remember, and I'm the youngin' in here probably, but the Tebow play in overtime to Demaryius Thomas lives rent-free in my head. It's that and like the Stokely touchdown in 2009 against the Bengals. Just absolute cinema there. I'm kind of a play-by-play specialist. It's probably something I take the most pride in, is just my play-by-play ability there. I kind of try and upload where I can. I do work full-time, so it's kind of squeezing that in where I can get it. But yeah, dude, huge Broncos fan, and I'm extremely happy to be here. A little nervous too, not gonna lie. So go Broncos.
Dude, it's great. You're crushing it.
Hey,
into your name. You're
there we
crushing
go.
it right now. So welcome to the show, dude. We're pumped to have you on. Hey, shout out to Landon Lee being in here. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends. Let's get into it. We'll start with Mark and work our way around with the Commanders, win over the Commanders. But I only had a chance to catch a little bit of your post game. Give me one big takeaway, dude. What's the big takeaway you got from our victory in overtime over the Commanders, Mark?
Well, I don't know, man. I got a lot of takeaways. I feel like it's just another example of this team finding ways to win. I'd say my biggest takeaway from that game was, every time we've talked about it quite a bit, I think, prior to this, and every time the offense is needed to have a really big drive this year, they've always pulled through, even in the games that we lost. And it was really nice to see the offense carry its weight again. Like when they need to have it, they seem to go down and be able to do it. Obviously they came back from down 7-6 to take the lead at halftime. Then they were down 14-13. They took the lead again. And then 2020 in overtime, boom, they go down the field. They score right away. So just all around, man, this team is figuring it out how to win in a multitude of ways. So it's a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful indeed. Miles, we'll go to you,
sir.
man. Give us a big takeaway from this victory.
Well, my big takeaway is going to be as big as the guy playing tight end, because let me tell you, Evan Ingram, he's here, man. Evan Ingram is here to stay. We finally found just that stupid damn easy button that we've been looking for on this offense. And I think we finally found it just with those matchups over the middle. And that's where Evan Ingram excels. Just that big athletic tight end that moves like a damn wide receiver. I mean, the guy's a machine when you get the ball in his hands. And it was nice to really see him and Bo kind of rebound too and get on the same page after a couple of early arms that Nix just kind of short arms to him. And honestly, like, we've been waiting for this big breakout game from from Ingram pretty much all year. So to see him get that and to make that huge play in overtime, I think that's a massive, just a hugely encouraging takeaway from the game.
Yeah, dude. How about that juke route on?
Oh my God, that jerk route was nasty.
On
man.
Bobby Wagner? How about that? On Bobby
Put a Hall of Famer like 5 steps behind, man. The mental game ain't gonna make up for getting the shoes juked off you.
Dude, exactly. Really quick, Jeremy, before we go to you, I got to shout out Cowboy 5-0 coming over from David Talks Buffs. Hey, it's a
For you,
smaller
Cowboy.
channel, but I gotta say, dude, this is my best stuff. This really is my best stuff. So thank you for being here. This is awesome. I had to put on the hat or the horse head now that Marky's doing that. But
It was for Cowboy, you know.
oh, dude, I love that. But Jeremy, man, bring us back down to earth. Okay. What was your takeaway from last night's or Sunday's win?
Yeah, ball don't lie. I just felt like there was a lot of things going against us, but in the end, the better team won. And all season long, when you need to make the play to win the game, and it's just a more mentally tough team. I never felt like we were going to lose that game. And then when it got to the final play of the game, I was like, all right, somebody's going to make this play. And Nick made it again. So it just goes to show how much this team has grown from last year. And it's just our way, you know. It doesn't have to be pretty, but winning ain't ugly. So that's just how I feel about it.
Dude, exactly. Winning is never ugly. Now, we're getting some new people in the vertical streams right now. Shout out to you guys. You're coming in with some freaking red hot takes. Now, I'm starring some of these questions, guys. We normally get into the stock up, stock down. But shall we address some of these? Like, I think that this would be a little fun. How about James Hill?
Can I take
James
this
Hill,
one?
you made it on the show, man. Saying Bo Nix be making mistakes, but his defense covers for him. The Bears seem to win because of Caleb.
Yeah.
Broncos, great team, but Bears have better coaching in scheme. I broke him down. Oh my God, Mark, it's looking like you got something to say, man. So what do you got to say to James?
Oh man. Well, so it's funny because is it Caleb Williams or is it better coaching in a scheme? Which one is it? It's that's what I always get confused. So like, here's the thing: Bo Nix makes mistakes. Caleb Williams makes a whole lot of mistakes too. At the end of the day, both guys are figuring out ways to win. I think you look at Ben Johnson's really fixing the culture in Chicago. Obviously, we know what Sean Payton can do from a culture standpoint. If you really want to compare coaching staffs, I mean, just look at the track record. Sorry, kind of is what it is. But, Ben Johnson hasn't really proven anything as a head coach. But my thing is this, man, like the Bears seem to win because of Caleb Williams. Is crazy. The Bears are the highest turnover differential team in the entire league by quite a large margin at plus 17. Now, if that ever comes back down to earth, then we can have that conversation of if the Chicago Bears are legitimate. Another thing that makes Chicago Bears very legit is not the run game with DeAndre Swift, but my guy, Kyle Monangai, who I was dying for 6 months for the Broncos to get. But they have a wonderful run game. I think they do a really good job. So again, man, like Caleb Williams can be really good and Bo Nix can also be very good. I don't know why we have this whole notion of like one has to suck and one has to be really good. Like I complimented Drake May a couple of weeks ago and people were like weirded out by it. Dude, we had no chance of getting those guys. And I like it when all the guys do well. I think it's better for the league. So it's crazy, but to say that Bo Nix is winning because of his defense and Caleb Williams is winning because of himself. I mean, yes, is our defense better than Chicago? Sure, but plus 17 turnover differential, you're not going to lose a lot of games there, man.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Yeah, tell me you don't watch Bo Nix but have takes on Bo Nix because he had one mistake yesterday. It led to 3 points, and the defense really was the one that we had to stay in front because they weren't like holding their normal, end of the bargain. I could say on maybe earlier in the season, you could say that. But what's interesting and just to piggyback on what Mark just said, I think the 4 out of the 6 teams that drafted quarterbacks last season would, if they had the chance to pick quarterbacks again, and who would they pick? They would pick the player that they picked. I think Chicago, if they had the chance to do it over again, would pick Caleb Williams. I think Washington would pick Jaden. I think New England would pick Drake. And I think Broncos, who if they got their pick, they would pick Bo. I think they all like their quarterbacks. So it's not necessarily just like this guy sucks and our guy's great. It's just like, I'm glad you guys got your guy. I'm glad we got our guy. And I'll ride with my guy no matter what. And I'm more than happy to. If I got the first pick, I would take Bo right now.
Dude, I got to tell you, man, the Bears, they're my like NFC bandwagon team this year. I've loved watching them play, and I think we're both winning games because of the quarterback and the defense, dude. Like you said, Marky. But Miles, man, you got any other takes on this?
I mean, just the one thing that I would say really on this is why can't two things be true at once, man? I mean, there's always great quarterbacks in the league. You know, why can't Bo and Drake be great? Why can't Caleb and Bo be great? You know, why can't both of these defenses be great, man? Like, multiple things can be true at once.
Yeah, and again, with Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes regressing, there is room.
Absolutely, there is room
for new great quarterbacks, right?
For sure.
Man, I love it. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. But Bo Nix, I think he's looking like a franchise quarterback. Guys, I have starred some of these other questions. We'll get to them throughout the night. This is good stuff. Want to shout out a few people in the chat. We got Rodney in here. Normally in here. Thanks for tuning in. We got T Fishes coming in here, dude. Pissing me off. Saying stock down. AT Perry, dude. What the hell's wrong with you? But I mean, shall we get into it outside of let me say hello to Denver Trav, but let's get into some stock up, stock down. And we got to talk about this Elijah Moore stuff too, but let's get into the stock up, stock down. Let's cover that first. The stock down is definitely AT Perry, guys. It's definitely AT Perry.
Agreed with him.
Dude, Sean Payton screwed this man over again. But I like this signing. We'll start with Jeremy this time and make our way around. I have said, hey, see the missing piece for the Super Bowl, but what do you think about this move? Are we blowing up this thing even though he's just a practice squad guy? Do you like it? Do you not?
Yeah, if they kick the tires on him and want to see what he has, that's fine. I don't think it has anything to do with AT Perry or anybody else. I think that it's just insurance. They like the player, and that was it. So, it's not one of those things that anything's going to hinge on it. Now, if he ends up getting into a playoff game and making a big play or making a big blunder, then yeah, things will change. But right now, it's just I like that they're constantly searching. Like that's what George Payton does. So, I like that.
Hell yeah. Miles, what'd you make of this signing? Is it anything to get excited about or just nah?
Honestly, to me, kind of the way I look at it, and I was actually watching Mark's video on this earlier, kind of getting the player profile on Elijah Moore. I mean, he, and I'm kind of using Mark's words here, good slot guy. I feel like it's a low risk, pretty decent kind of reward type of signing where I don't necessarily think he's going to get a lot of play time this year, just considering where the Broncos are with the receiving room right now, trying to get Pat Bryant developed. But I think it's just, I really think the idea was to just get, Nix another gun in the gun safe or something to go with there. Where if you need a guy to come in and play the slot, I mean, you've got a guy that's done it before, that's got reliable experience, and that's got some absolute burners on him, man. I mean, a 4.3 40 is absolutely nothing to sneeze at in this league.
Unless you're 6'5" and your name is AT Perry. No, but those are wonderful points, Miles, man. I think so. I won't ever complain about speed, but Mark, I didn't catch your video on this. You got to give us some more spark notes, but did you think that, am I off base here thinking that he's kind of Marvin Mims insurance in a sense, or no?
I think that's a good way to put it. I think he's definitely insurance specifically for Marvin. I view this as a really good move. I really wanted him in the offseason. I thought someone to kick the tires on. I think ideally for Broncos country, it's a move for 2026 and beyond. Just another guy we could bring into camp, have him compete, see where he ends up landing. But I don't think he's going to really contribute too much this year unless there's injuries. And David, if this makes you feel better, I believe that unless it was Marvin Mims that got hurt, if it was any other receiver, I do think AT Perry would be next in line. I don't think it would actually be Elijah Moore. But maybe that's just because, we have a secret crush on AT Perry. me and you. But
Yeah.
Not secret. There's no secret about it.
No, that's
That
not
is the
doing
worst
it.
kept secret in the National Football League, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
that was
AJ
almost
Perry
as bad of a
FP, man.
secret as the Broncos wanting to, sign a wide receiver. They've been kicking the tires on everybody. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Elijah Moore. I mean, obviously you have to question the fact that he's on his 4th team in 5 seasons, right? There's a reason for it. It's definitely not just production. I think he's been pretty productive. I mean, you see a lot of guys do much less that play on, that don't move around as much as he does. But why the hell not, man? As long as he doesn't mess up the juju of this team, I'm all good with it.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it. Kyrie's Rowan's a nice story, but I'll take Elijah Moore. And honestly, if we get Marvin Mims hurt again, hopefully that doesn't happen. I know, Mark, you're the biggest Michael Bandy fan out there, but I don't know if I can handle the Michael Bandy experiment or experience in the playoffs, and I think that's just what this whole thing's about, like you said.
Yeah, I think Elijah Moore is quite a bit better than Michael Bandy.
Yeah, Kodiak saying Ayuk next. I don't know about that, but yeah, we'll get into this game. We'll preview the Raiders game, guys. Again, subscribe to all the channels. Help out Miles. What's your next subscriber milestone right now?
Right now I'm just shooting for 200 before the end of the year, man.
Hell yeah.
We've got you 4 so far.
End of the season. Let's go.
Dude.
Is that 162? I think I got as many subs now as there are games in an MLB season. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys.
Dude, you got to start somewhere. We've all been there. That's awesome, guys. Let's help him out. All right. Miles.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you to kick us off. Then we'll go up to Jeremy and around.
All right.
Let's start off with a stock up, stock down. Give us a player. Talk about them. Are they a stock up or stock down in this 20? What was it? 27 to 26?
27-26.
All right. Victory we got, man.
I'm going to just roll off of my takeaway here because, I mean, what else can you say, man? Evan Ingram on the offense is probably one of the most obvious stock ups of the game, man. I just really that overtime period that he had alone on that drive would have done it for me to say stock up. I mean, the 41-yard run after catch, but just kind of everything that he did, rebounding the way he did and getting on the same page. I mean, that was huge to me. He's had a rough season, but I think it's important, especially from, you signed this guy to as big of a contract as you did, kind of just with a little bit, not like a history, but like an injury history. But I don't know. I'm just happy like Ingram hasn't like quit, really, is what I'm kind of getting at, just with how the year's gone for him. It hasn't been great. And there are guys in this league that'll get frustrated and they'll just kind of start crashing out on the field when things aren't going the way, man. But Evan's been working his butt off, dude. And it showed in this game. And I'm excited to see what he does going forward.
Yeah, beautifully said. He had a season high, I think, in targets, catches, and yards.
79 of them things.
Yes, 41 yards in overtime. And it was great to see him fly past that DB. I mean, we've been waiting for that,
Since the preseason, man. That one play in preseason did so much teasing up until now.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Jeremy, stock up, stock down. Who you got?
Yeah. I got to do it. I'm going to go Bo here, but just to piggyback on Evan Ingram real quick, dude, I love the fact that he's a Bronco because every time he's running the way he runs, he looks like he's galloping. And he just like put his head down, got that jerk route, just took off. And so many of our guys, especially like Cortland or some other guys, I said this to Mark yesterday, they feel like they want, as soon as contact's about to come, they kind of are like ready to go down. And Evan's like, no, I'm going to make me get down. And he's going to run through people. And he got an extra 15 yards at the end of that run by not succeeding it, So I loved that effort. But the guy that delivered him the football, besides not seeing, the linebacker there, I thought he played phenomenally. And I'm sorry, but if Patrick Mahomes makes that throw, there's freaking Madden animations and everything else today. Like that throw that he made, falling down and delivering it right to Cortland was a thing of beauty. And it's just arm talent, everything you want to see, stepping up in the pocket, avoiding the pass rush. He's done such a good job of just like getting out and then looking upfield and just delivering strikes. And when it came to overtime, he was calm as a cucumber and just methodical. Four passes, 5 plays, 71 yards, touchdown. We're up 7. Defense make a stop, and we're going home a winner. And that's what happened. So I love the way he played, and it's just stacking more and more wins. And he's one now away from the all-time record of the franchise record of John Elway's record of fourth quarter comeback from behind wins. So it's an amazing thing that's where we're at right now. And people are going to complain that we don't win by more or whatever, but it's like, I'd rather have a guy battle tested and not afraid of anybody than look what happened when we played, Seattle in the 2013 Super Bowl. We were blowing everybody out. And then when we had a little bit of, bad start, then we get blown out. So I don't think this team is like that. They're ready for any fight, and it starts with Bo, so I love it.
All right. I think I'm going to go stock down. I hope you guys disagree with this, because that would be pretty interesting. And if you do disagree, feel free to butt in. Pains me. But the crackerback, Riley Moss, stock down.
I knew it was coming.
Stock down. Bro, I was so proud of you. No flags on third down. I want to get on here and talk about stock up Riley Moss. Good Lord. But, dude, you got yourself cooked by, Eddie Lacy looking Debo Samuel at the end of the game. What are you doing? Bro, you're letting what's his face, Traylon Burks. Now I know he made an amazing play, but this is what I was telling Mike. It's not even his fault, dude. It's not even his fault half the time. But Mark, Jeremy, sometimes I just feel like when he's on the field, dude, just shit happens. Just shit happens, dude, when he's on the field. And I hate that's it's like a curse or something, dude. We gotta like the Bartman ball. We gotta blow up like a football or something, dude, to rid this curse of him. But bro, you can't get cooked by Debo Samuel. You cannot allow Traylon Burks to do an OBJ on you. I know there's nothing he can do, but you just can't let that happen, man. At least you tackled Debo Samuel down, right? Because then they kicked the field goal, right? Did they kick a field goal off of that?
No, that's the game, the fourth down, then PS2 got picked. That's what set that up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right, so, yeah, it meant nothing. It meant nothing, Riley Moss, that you tackled him. Thank you for refreshing my memory, Jeremy. But, hey, Riley, this is a great get-back game against Oakland or Las Vegas.
Scotland.
Yeah, Oakland. Let's do it, baby. But that hurts seeing, man. That hurts seeing. Mark, what did you feel about that? I want to know, and just
it's funny.
Then you can get into your stock.
As a stock down, I had written down Riley Moss's luck. Is what I wrote, not Riley Moss the player, because it seems like, dude, he's not getting any of these pass interference calls. He does a lot better, right? And then he has great coverage, and the dude makes the craziest catch. I think it was his second career touchdown.
Yeah, he hasn't scored one since 22, and that was the one he scored
on perfect coverage. And then the one time he lets up, and you can tell he let up because he really didn't want to hold him on that third down. He ends up getting cooked. But I mean, listen, I'm back and forth with Riley. With me, I really love the player. I have so much respect for Riley and his ability to keep coming back, and I feel like he's such a good cover guy. And it is frustrating that he's always so close, but I'm not going to advocate for changing anything about him quite yet. But I will say that a stock down for me, and I'll let Jeremy go down, because Jeremy loves to defend Bo and Riley. It's like it's like in his veins. I'll let him do it. A stock down player for me, but it's something that I hope it's not a continuous trend, is Marvin Mims. He's kind of been a little missing lately, and I don't know if it's necessarily his fault, but they need to get the ball into his hands more. I think he's the second biggest X factor down the stretch for this Broncos team, number one X factor being Evan Ingram, because that guy, I'll tell you what, if he starts to turn it up, that's going to be a massive problem for a lot of teams. That'll be like the biggest blessing that we could ask for as a team. But yeah, Marvin Mims has been a little bit disappointing. He hasn't really been that dynamic in the return game either. He had, I think, one really good return, but otherwise it's been kind of pedestrian. But again, I just think that they need to start scheming up more things for him, get this running game going a little bit too. And that'll be a stock down for me.
Jeremy,
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. A few things. PS2 had a illegal contact penalty that directly resulted to a first down earlier in the game. Nobody cares because it's PS2.
Yes.
PS2 gives up the touchdown at the end. It was a 100% illegal pick. But if that would have been Riley, they'd be like, you gotta, morph into somebody else and do something else.
It's true.
It's freaking BS. Two, he made two amazing PBUs down the field, both on the right sideline. One where he just came in and just grabbed the ball and took it out. I thought he played a phenomenal game up until that one play. If you go back and look at it, Debo grabs him and yanks him back. He did stop to look for a quick second, and that's when Debo grabbed him, yanked him, ran by him. He still made the tackle, which it did matter because I feel if they score that easy one, they can there's one play at the goal line. But when they got to their fifth play at the goal line, they had used up a lot of their stuff that they wanted to do. So I was definitely a huge tackle. And the Treylon Burks one also grabs, go back and watch, grabs Riley, pulls him down while lifting himself up to get up for that. And that's just an amazing catch. I'm sorry. Sometimes you just got to clap your hand and be like, touche, my friend. Bo made an amazing play. Then Treylon Burks made an amazing play, but you could, if it wasn't Riley Moss, people would have been like, yeah, but this and that and the other. But because it's Riley, we got to more and more we talk about. I just want to remind everybody who's anti-Riley, just remember what happened last season when he went down for that month.
Levi Wallace
went to shambles. Thank you. Yes, Levi Wallace. Exactly. That's all I have to say.
We could have Damari Mathis out there, in another universe.
That too.
It could be worse. Much worse.
I mean, the man's a competitor. I feel like to be opposite PS2, you have to have such a crazy personality to be like, I'm going to get everybody's best, because it's like, I'm going to get the most balls. I'm going to get the most everything. I thought he did a phenomenal job of not using his hands, not being as grabby. I think he played well. I mean, even Aqib Talib says 50% of the balls thrown at you are going to get caught. That's just the way it goes. Just don't try to give up a big one. And I thought he played really, really well, but it was the timing. It's always the timing.
It's always the timing. That's the frustrating
always
thing
the timing.
He'll never get burnt when we're up 30 points or in the first quarter. It'll always be on 3rd and 25 on a very important drive, and he does something. That's I think that the annoying part. But I'm right there with you.
All right, Miles, back to you. Do you got another player you want to hit on?
Man, I saw somebody mention it in the chat, but I'm gonna jump in with a bit of a wild one here, man. I think we got to give our props to Crawshaw, man. Other than the one game, yeah, there's the Crawshaw comment. Other than that stinker against the Raiders on Thursday night, man, it's been nothing but nukes off of this guy's leg. And he has been just pinning mofos inside of the 20 all year long. I mean, we got to call that man Mr. Inside the 20 because nobody gets out under Crawshaw. I'd like to kind of double that off too, throw an honorable mention in on that dude. JL Skinner is just a monster as a special teams gunner. JL Skinner is, dude, he is somewhere between, I don't know, if a torpedo and a heat-seeking missile had a kid, that is JL Skinner on special teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Dude, I love the call out for special teams, man. Yeah, respect to Crawshaw. I saw he's leading the punters in Pro Bowl votes as well right now.
As he should be.
It's that mustache.
I mean, dude, that's franchise punter when you're Pro Bowl your rookie year. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. So
Crawshaw Hall of Fame candidacy starts now.
Yes. Okay. Jeremy, who you got?
Stock down. I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm gonna go first down run defense. Like we were way too soft in our run defense all game long. Just them getting to like 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. It was just like made it way too easy on them. And then also to not like respect Marcus Mariota's legs, because it's like that's really what he brings to the table. And over and over, he was scrambling for stuff on 3rd down and just keeping stuff alive. He played a phenomenal game. I'm not discrediting him at all, but I just felt like that was the one. There was a little. I felt like we were just so worried about getting beat deep that it allowed them to get these long drives and maintain this stuff. And I would have liked a little more of just when we wanted to stop the run, we did. Like when it was like we knew they were going to run, and we know that they knew they were going to run, and we knew they were going to run. It was like loss every time, but it was just those first down ones that were just like over and over. And now you're like, and then we'd get a stop on 2nd, and then it'd be 3rd and short, and then they'd find a way. So I just didn't like that. I thought our defense was going to show up a little. It felt like our defense was a step behind. And it's a road game on the East Coast after a 2-week break. So I'm not trashing them or anything, but that was the one thing I didn't like.
I think that's totally fair, man. As Kodiak's saying, dude. Chris Rodriguez, total scrub, dude. He was cooking us, dude. He was cooking us. Yeah, our defense, lackluster performance from them, just with the entire offense. But I'll go stock up with this one. And again, Mark, I always got to give you credit for always putting this in. I forget if the Discord was around then or not. I don't remember. But guys, join the Discord. You can join in my join thing, membership, or you can use the WAP, but you get a discount doing the membership on YouTube. Get in our Discord. But Pat Bryant, dude, you're the first one that said, you know what, Pat Bryant, Sean Payton kind of guy. And he had an awesome game, man. Slant God. Got 3 receptions, 42 yards. I would like to see him featured more, but did get 7 targets. But big stock up. I'm loving what we're seeing. I do have a question for you specifically, Mark. Would you be okay if the Broncos punted on wide receiver for other positions if they plan on making Pat Bryant? Does he have wide receiver 1 upside? I guess that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, 100%. Now, when you say punting on receiver, you talk about like first round or entirely?
Yeah, like first round, and you're not making a move for Waddle.
Oh, yeah. I would be okay with it because I think for us, we need better talent at the tight end and running back positions way more than wide receiver. Like our wide receiver room is not that bad. A.T. Perry is a starter on 25 NFL teams, David. All right.
Why hasn't he been picked up? This is the biggest mystery.
And he's on our practice squad, bro. So, no, I like I said, can we upgrade everywhere? I mean, you can always upgrade the roster, but I genuinely do believe Pat Bryant has wide receiver 1 upside, especially in the way in which Sean Payton wants to utilize his guys. I just think he's incredibly good. I love that we've been utilizing him and featuring him more. And I think we need to keep doing that. No doubt about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I just think, and I really do believe he's just scratching the surface. Like,
dude, when he took off on that slant route, dude, his speed off the line, his speed catching the ball. What do you run, like a 4.58 or something like
4.6?
that?
Everyone was freaking out.
Whatever,
4.61.
Dude,
it's funny because if we took him in the 5th round, where everyone was saying that we should have taken him, then I think he would have gotten a little bit more hype. But because he was overdrafted, right, in the 3rd round, he's got.
I think even if you wait until the 4th, I mean, I think you get a lot of people that would start calling it the steal of the draft. I thought Bryant was fine where he was, where we got him. I really did.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And if he turns into wide receiver 1, you'll take that every single time in the 3rd round at pick 70. Yeah, Mark. Okay, who do you got?
Oh, I got okay. So I just stocked down last time, right, with Mims. So I'll do a stock up this time, and this might be a little bit unpopular, but I've got two of them that I'm feeling, and they're both in the run game. And then I got to stock down in the run game. So we're going to talk about the run game a lot.
Yeah.
Stock up number one is RJ Harvey, and I'll tell you why. It's not like it was the best game from him overall. I thought he did some good things and bad things. I did a film review on him. I still feel very optimistic about RJ Harvey, but man, let me tell you, he was pass blocking his ass off. And if he continues to pass block his ass off, he's going to play more, and they are going to be able to utilize him as a true 3-down back where he can actually utilize his receiving skill set, which has been a surprise, as well as getting more carries. I think that that's really big. And man, we're gambling a lot on RJ Harvey down the stretch. So we need him to get every opportunity possible to be able to play well. As a result, I think it's stocked down for Tyler Bidet, because even Jaleel had a good pass protection rep. And if we're good there, and we know Adam Prentice can pass protect as well, Tyler Bidet may be a sneaky, like, I wouldn't say cut candidate, but someone that could really maybe even eventually become a game day inactive. I don't think that it happens, but it's just unfortunate for Bidet, because the one thing that they really needed him to do in terms of being a true 3-down back, these other guys are able to do it. It might be bad for him. And then that leads me to Adam Prentice, who it's just a stock up, man. Why does it seem like every time he touches the ball, good things happen? First down. I don't think he's ever caught the ball or carried the ball. So like literally touched the football and it didn't result in a first down this year. It's
amazing.
Cool. So,
I want to see him back there at tailback. Get just one carry. I just want to see what it looks like.
I want to see DJ Jones at fullback and Adam Prentice at tailback, and you run an I formation and just kill whoever's in front of you. That's what I want to see.
That's right. He did get a handoff once, and he ran it. But I want to see him in like a single eye type of thing, dude. Like run up to the line and just go Mike Allstott on him.
Let me see that, man, in like a jumbo package. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Bring out the extra O lineman, dude. Slot your 2 tight ends over there, and just see what happens.
Yes. Dude, shout out to Adam Prentice. I love him. Crawshaw, all these guys. A few shout outs in the chat here, I guess, before we get into stock up, stock down. But Andy coming in here. I got a few other questions highlighted too we can get to in a bit. But did Nate Atkins' root beer influx into the locker room transform this team into the best in the NFL? Yeah, is root beer vape going to be now considered one of the banned substances in the NFL?
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It would be like banning like drinking soda in terms of, it's usually not the good thing, but I think so, man. I think this root beer Nate Atkins, this whole root beer influx is helping. I think they're probably having a lot of it. They call it a smoke machine. It might just be a whole bunch of root beer vapes smoking up the club dub there in the locker room. Who knows? But I'm excited to get Nate Atkins back, man. I hope he's back this week.
Yeah, dude, we need him back badly.
He's kind of an asshole. I love it. I love him as a player.
Well, here's the thing, dude. You kind of need assholes to win a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And we need
the Gronkowski's proof enough of that.
Exactly. We need a new version of the meme, of Sean Payton, hitting the bong. We need to see him hit a root beer vape.
We do. We need to see him smack that root beer.
Yeah, smack the root beer vape. Okay. Well, Jeremy, shall we get into some hold your horses or giddy up or hold your horses?
Sure. Just real quick, somebody in the chat just wanted to shout out Alex Singleton, and I had him up. Absolutely, I had him up and down a little bit, but more up than down because he made a couple of big plays, a couple of tip passes, that breakup at the end, which I thought was going to be like the game clincher.
That one breakup to Ertz alone, I think, is stock up Alex Singleton. That one play alone.
Yep. No, I thought that was clutch for sure. Go ahead, Mark.
Dude. There's people that get like literally their tubes tied and they're out of work for a week, right? They need March Madness. This dude had a full operation to remove cancer, and he played like less than a week later. That's pretty damn impressive, man. So just that toughness, but he's a great guy. That's a great shout out by DSW there.
Yep. And the other up and down I have real quick is Hufanga. I thought some of the plays he was making you know, they're calling him like Troy Polamalu on the broadcast and all that. And then he would miss a tackle that it was like 3rd and 12. And then he'd miss a tackle and they run it down the middle on 3rd and 12 for a first down. And there's like, and then like, obviously the penalty getting there late. I'm not going to blame him for that personally, because we should have tackled Mariota twice before that ball even got out. So
that's no kidding.
It's just like, okay, if you want to blame Hufanga on that one for being early, I guess. But like JFM had a shot at him. Nick could have wrapped him up. It was just frustrating. I was yelling at the TV like we had already sacked him. And then the fact that he got it out of there. And that, again, give it up to Marcus Mariota. Like he made a couple of plays where he just like, he extended stuff that he shouldn't have been able to. So all the credit for them. All right. Yeah, let's get some questions here. So I'll start with Miles here. Miles.
All right.
The way this works is if you agree with this statement, you say giddy up and then give me your reasons why.
Okay.
And if you disagree with this statement,
hold your horses.
Exactly. All right.
Gotcha.
So the Washington game on Sunday night reinforced your confidence in this team.
Giddy up 100%, man. I think Mark brought this up during the takeaways, man. I mean, listen, not every win's going to be pretty, and I'm going to take the Jake Plummer approach here. I don't know if anyone watches his podcast, The Cold Tub. The absolute banger, first of all. But you know, there are no ugly wins, you know, in this league. There are some conventionally unattractive wins, sure, but when you've got a team that can win in, I mean, how many wins do we got now? That can win in 10 different ways on any given Sunday. That only reinforces my confidence, man. If the defense is having a bad game, the offense is going to come in and pick them up. If the offense is having a completely, you know, nitro dirt day or whatever, defense is going to be in to pick them up. And even now, like, we're starting to see, you know, we've had some kind of flashes out of the special teams, good and bad, but it feels like, you know, like the coverage has been a little more consistent on that end as well. The tackling on the special teams has been better. We're still waiting for that big bang play from Marvin Mims at this point, but I think we're due for it, man. So, I mean, absolutely giddy up. I am confident as hell in this team.
Yeah, it seems like every week, no matter what happens, it's like a Rorschach test, and like the national media sees one thing, and then Denver Broncos country sees the exact opposite. We all are like, hey, that just reinforced the fact that this person's clutch and we're mentally tough and we won again. And it doesn't matter if we come back. And the other thing was like, well, yeah, but you barely win. But then all these other teams, they'll lose to somebody they're not supposed to lose to, that they're heavily favored on.
The Rams just lost to Carolina, and they were double-digit favorites. Well, and my thing about this too, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant if y'all are okay with that. Where was this energy last year when the Chiefs were barely winning all these one-score games on their road to the Super Bowl, man? Like, like everybody is willing to, I mean, glaze the piss out of Mahomes and the Chiefs there for squeaking by all these games. And they played some one-score games against bad teams last year. Everybody's going to do it. So why is now the energy so much different when Denver does it? Is it just because we're supposed to be bad? Like, I swear to God, the media is unwilling to be wrong on the Broncos. And every week, and this is why my confidence is so steadfast in this team, I mean, let them hate, man. Let them hate.
Exactly. It tells you a lot about a person if they're not able to admit that they were incorrect about something. And it seems like there's a lot of people that are holding on to pre-draft Bo Nix takes, Sean Payton takes, like preseason prediction, season record predictions, whatever it is. They do not like seeing this team. And then they got to make up reasons why the thing that they said isn't actually incorrect. It is incorrect. So just be a, you know, grown up and admit it. That's fine. But you know what? We've talked about this a lot, and it's like, I like this team not being talked about. We're better that way. So keep it up, actually. All right, let's go. David here. Okay. I want you to, let's see. Sean needs to completely forget about trick plays until next season.
No, I'm gonna hold your horses on this one. I don't know, man. It's just part of every routine. You know, you got your game day routine, your routine when you go up to bat if you're playing baseball, or, you know, I'm assuming if you're getting ready to swing a golf club, right? Everybody's got their routine. Sean Payton's routine is I'm gonna have one bong hit play that I'm gonna call that that's just gonna be part of the game plan, right? And I might hate it half the time that he calls those things. I mean, dude, what was that dumb play call, dude? They're playing like patty cake there in the backfield, just hot potato rather, just throwing that thing, and then you just throw it not even to the sticks, dude, but to the line of scrimmage. It was such a waste. But I think that's what Sean Payton needs mentally coming in the game. Say, you know what, I'm in my bag, right? And call a good game, man. Yes, the offense has been inconsistent, but we scored 27 points on Sunday, and I'm not really going to criticize too much of what Sean Payton was doing outside of maybe a little bit more Marvin Mims. I don't mind one dumb play call. If that's the only thing I'm pissed off about, you called a great game. And a lot of the times, dude, that's how I feel about Sean Payton. Pretty good called game. A couple things I would change. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
I feel like with trick plays too, bro, it's either terrible or fantastic. There is literally no middle ground ever. It's always one or the other. So if it doesn't hit, it sucks. If it hits, he's gonna look like a genius. I'm good with it. Yeah, but the Sean Payton bong rip play. I love
dude. I mean, that's just.
I'm gonna start using that when I do play-by-play. Like, just every time there's a trick play, I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, Peyton hit his bong in halftime.
That's a bong
hit it real
ripping.
quick." Or,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a bong ripperooner right there, folks.
Yeah.
Speaking of bong rips, actually, how high do you think Younghoe Koo was yesterday when he kicked the ground instead of the football?
I think he
Dude,
was.
I've
a
never
little
seen
too
anything
low,
like that in my
personally.
life.
He must have been on cloud nine, dude. That is like watching a professional golfer completely miss his drive. Never happens, I don't think. Yeah. So, bong grip kicker. Sorry, I just remembered that. I was like, well, we got to talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
I got a
Good
conspiracy
question.
theory on this from the trick plays. Do you think Sean maybe just throws at least one out every single game just so they are game planning and like everybody's constantly like, it's coming at some point. We can't like F around. Like we have to like play, disciplined.
100%.
And the other thing that would be so poetic. I'm not saying this is gonna happen, but if you win a Super Bowl and off of a trick play, like that would be the perfect like culmination of this season, wouldn't it? Where it's just
the
like
Steelers did it.
Finally works.
Or
It's
watch
just like-
this. I think this is gonna make David. I think David might cream himself, if honestly, with this one. So Sean Payton, the first time he won the Super Bowl, the big play that he made was the surprise onside kick.
Yes.
What if Jeremy Crawshaw does a fake punt touchdown, bro?
I would need 5 new pairs of pants right then and there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I
And
think
then-
I would cream my pants.
Yeah. So that would be cool. Like he just keeps the legacy going. But now we're just speculating. But that would be something that I think all of us would have to go on Amazon and buy some.
Dude, now I'm gonna have a wet dream about that tonight, Mark. Thanks a lot.
Hey, I might join you in that dream, David. We might be sitting there in the stands together, man. We might be up in the press box together, buddy.
David just turns his camera off now. He's like, hold on.
Multiplayer
Dude,
dream.
I need to order one of these Crawshaw jerseys if that happens, man. Franchise
dude,
punter,
we're all
man.
getting Crawshaw jerseys. Everyone. I'll buy them
I
for
love
everyone,
it.
too.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I got one more for Mark here.
Okay, yeah, I was about to ask.
Okay. This one's not necessarily a giddy up or hold your horses. I want you to pick one loss and pick one win. If you could do whatever you wanted here, the last of the kind. Not, I'm going to leave Vegas out of it, but like we got the remaining. We had the Jags, we got the Chiefs, we got the Chargers, and we got the Packers. Pick me one win, pick me one loss. If you could, because here's the thing, we all would want to win the rest of them. But at the same time, I've heard so many people saying you don't want to go in the playoffs with a streak. You don't want to like have that added pressure. So let's just say, okay, I'm going to give you your option. Pick one of these games that you can, any of these to win, any of these to lose.
Oh, this is easy. Me and Miles actually talked about this. We didn't pick the game, but we talked a lot about like the streaks and everything on our joint video earlier. This is pretty simple for me. For me, the loss, I would choose losing to Jacksonville. No problem. Lose to Jacksonville at home. In fact, that probably gives them a better chance to making the playoffs over teams like Baltimore and the Chiefs and whatever. So if you're going to have a loss, I would say lose to Jacksonville. And then allow for us to turn around on Christmas and knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs 100%.
Yeah.
That will always be the game that I would want to win. In Arrowhead, they're desperate, and we do the entire NFL outside of the little barbecue town of Kansas City a favor and knock them out of the playoffs. So that would absolutely be the ideal one.
Beautiful.
That'd be the
Even though I
sweetest
probably,
revenge.
as a fan, I probably should choose Green Bay because they're an NFC team. But I feel like, man, you lose to Jacksonville, you're really fired up, and you win on Christmas. So that would be cool.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. There's a fat man wearing red on Christmas that I want to have a bad day, and it's not Santa Claus, if you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about.
exactly right.
Jeremy, I have one for you. Okay,
Alrighty.
we got to have one going your way,
Yeah. Appreciate it.
and this comes from a fan. All right.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's still
Hey,
watching,
Trent's
but
in here.
maybe he is.
Let's-
Mr. Talk Show Land, Broncos, Broncos, Broncos. I got a question for them. Do you think Patriots versus Broncos will be battling in the AFC Championship game? Giddy up or hold your horses? And if giddy up, who do you think will win?
I don't know. I hope so. I would
Yeah.
love to see the Patriots. And I personally, if it comes down to those two, I mean, home field will be a huge advantage, but man, these teams are so similar in so many ways. The second year quarterback, the hardened coach who doesn't let anything slide and has changed the culture and done all these things, and the tough defense, and they built for cold weather and finding a way and all of those things. But yeah, I got Denver, man. I mean, am I gonna say the Patriots? There's no way. So I hope so. And I personally would be fine playing either place, but yeah, that would be my choice. If there was an AFC champion, just like 10 years ago, it's like the repeat of 10 years ago, 2015 of AFC Championship, Broncos Patriots. I would just love, and it was a defensive struggle and just this, haymaker after haymaker type of game. And yeah, I'd love to see that again, especially in Denver again.
Mark, Miles, y'all feel the same?
Go ahead, Miles.
Oh, I heard that. I mean, yeah, I'm in that same boat right there. Honestly, I feel like this one's a giddy up. Both of these teams have been. I mean, I know nobody nationally wants to say it, but I really think that the Broncos and the Pats have been the two best teams in the AFC this year. Whatever you want to say about them, I mean, everybody in the AFC is flawed one way or another. Broncos can't run the ball right now. Pats O-line is banged up, and they're.
Yes.
I mean, they do have a decent defense, but outside of Gonzo, you don't have any real guys, breaking out as huge stars for them as well. And I absolutely, every team in the AFC has problems. I just think that the Broncos and the Pats have the least, what's the word I'm looking for here? The least majorly fatally impactful problems at this point. I think both these teams could meet in the title game, and Denver rides that defense to a win, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I would love to play New England. Just because I mean, it would kind of it would bring back the Manning Brady days. But the cool thing is that we don't have to actually go up against Brady or Belichick. I think it would be awesome, and I feel confident that we would beat New England either way. It's one of those things be careful what you wish for. I think they're really good. And I like Mike Vrabel. I think he's a phenomenal coach, but he hasn't really done much in the playoffs, right? But again, he did have Ryan Tannehill and a couple other scrubs. So he never had somebody like Drake May, but it would be an amazing week. To be honest with you, I just don't want to see Kansas City in the playoffs just in general. I'm fine playing against them, to be honest, but I just want to see a playoffs with all the new blood in it.
That's my boy right there in chat, man.
Who is it?
Sorry to butt in. Bok Choy. He's
Bok Choy?
guy's been a regular on my stuff. I've seen a couple of my guys pop in here.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. Papa saying Broncos Texans. I mean, dude, that'd be interesting. But dude, we own Josh McDaniels. So I want to see him come to Denver again. And Wade Phillips gave him the business last time. This time VJ can do it. And we'll stop their new franchise quarterback from doing anything. It'll be fantastic. Okay. Well, we're a little pressed for time, but want to go ahead and give a quick little preview for this matchup against the Raiders. We'll take a look at the odds here in just a minute, but you guys be thinking of one thing you want to see, whether that's a player performance, a position group do something, the team do something, what you're looking forward to against this, this Raiders team that is, dog shit. So, I mean, we better win, man. They suck, and we better beat them by more than like 3 points. So, hey, shout out to Kalshi. Code DTB, guys. $10 bonus once you deposit $10. Right now, the spread on Kalshi is Denver by 7.5 points at 51 cents. So, I'm going to do my play of the week. Going to put a little bit of money down on here. And hopefully, kind of double my money, $3.17 and $6 or whatever. So shout out to Kalshi sponsoring the channel. And like 7.5. This is a game that we should win, that we should dominate. We can't come out. I'm sick of this narrative about this team playing down to their opponents. It's very true. Now, we won't have to worry about that in the playoffs because everybody should be good unless the Steelers make it. Right. But this is a team, man, that I'd like to just see us go out and whoop. Mark, we'll start with you, work our way around. But what's one thing you're looking for in this Broncos-Raiders matchup?
Yeah, I'm looking for us to blow them out. I think there's no excuses in this particular matchup. Last time it was like, we had the wind and you had the short Thursday night game against an opponent. I mean, you had a lot of things kind of in there with Kansas City, lurking in the background. You could always kind of make a little bit of the excuses. I mean, division games are always close on Thursday nights. Not this one, man. The Raiders are down and out. They've all booked their Cancun tickets. I would like to see them absolutely blow them out of the water. But really, the main reason for that is because I want to see us have 40, 45 rushing attempts, man. I just want to see us running the ball, building that identity there. Getting JK going, getting Jaleel going, getting this run game going. So that's really what I want to see. But I do feel confident that this should be a nice I wouldn't say easy win because I don't think they're ever easy, but a comfortable win. Hopefully, my blood pressure could definitely use it. I could tell you that.
Yeah, and as Dom is saying, we really got to beat the Raiders off good. I don't know if I would phrase it like that, but I feel this.
You put the off right after beat, and then it's a wholly different.
Maybe finish them off good. But I'm right there with you, Don. Dude, I love it.
What movie was that? He's like, I will beat your dick off. What movie is that? That was the best line. I will beat your dick off, man. He's like, what? I'll beat your dick off.
Hey, shout out to the Bills Copers in here. I love this. Might be the worst 10-2 team I've ever seen. Let's freaking go.
Hey, but they have seen us.
Yes, that's right. And hopefully we're the worst Super Bowl champion you've ever seen as well this year. Something Buffalo can't say. All right, crushing it, Miles. What's one thing you're looking forward to in this matchup?
Turnovers. I want them hot and fresh out of Geno Smith's hand, man. Riley Moss is going to get his pick this game. I'm calling my shot right now. Riley Moss is getting his this game. Go. Pat's going to get one. Someone's going to get a strip sack. I don't care. The Broncos they're going to come in a little pissed off about the last game. They always say they don't hear the noise. They heard it. They want to make everybody just shut the hell up for a week. That defense is going to go in looking to snag the ball, dude, and just do whatever the hell they want to the Raiders offense. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm. Wonderfully said. Jeremy?
Yeah, we owe this team a whooping. Like, we beat them on that Thursday night, but man, that was one of those games where everybody had to whine and complain afterwards. I don't want to be hearing about that next week. Like, I want to just go and handle business. And the guy that I'm really looking forward to is Jade Barron, just enveloping Brock Bowers again. Like, he got that pick. I think Gino's going to get frustrated, just going to start forcing some stuff. And he almost had a game-clinching pick this last game. So he's going to be chomping at the bit for that one. Shut down Genty, get to Gino, and just, like, put your foot on their necks and just don't let up. Like, that's what I want. I want this. And I mean, the Raiders are in just dump mode at this point anyways. So Max Crosby's like the only guy that's going to be given full effort because that's what he does. But so, yeah, we just owe them one. And I want this to be, we got a tough 4-game stretch after this game. So I want this to be like a statement game.
Wonderful. Yes, what I'm looking forward to is we had the Cleveland Browns put up 10 sacks on the Raiders. We should be pissed off, and that's right, Ninja Turtle, dude. Yeah, I'm using we, because I'm a real fan, dude. I'm not like we're not like any of these fake guys just saying, oh, the Broncos. Dude, look at our background. Look at what we're wearing. Come on,
I might change my name to
dude.
Power Ranger Mark.
Yeah, that's right, dude. We're part of Broncos country. We are Broncos country. That's right. Whatever lame fan base you're a fan of or whatever, dude, it ain't Broncos country. So, yeah, we should be offended that the Browns put up 10 sacks, and we should look to go and beat that so that we can break the all-time record for most sacks in a season. What is it, 73? We only had 2.
I think 72, yeah.
Oh, 72. We only had 2 sacks against freaking Marcus Mariota. That was my biggest disappointment. We could not tackle that man. We got to make Geno Smith contemplate retirement after this game. That's like what I want to see. So, yeah, contain Max Crosby, and then we have our guys just go Max Crosby on them. That's what would be really, really nice. But, guys, Broncos are going to win. Jeremy?
Quick question. Quick Ninja Turtles related question. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Real quick. I always find this interesting because it's a personality.
I'm kind of Donatello. I used to mess with Donnie.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Nice,
who was
man.
the one that talked shit to Oprah? I like him.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. He's a bro in my book, that's for sure.
Dude, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, just go watch Ninja Turtle on Oprah and the reaction of those kids, man. That was just insane, dude. They were dropping all these sexual innuendos, dude. It was horrible. I know Alex would be a big fan of it, there in the chat. So he loves that. Yeah, dude, butt hurts so easily, man. That's how you take it, man. I appreciate you stopping in, Oh, Cowboy, we got some Cowboys fans in here. They're elite. Let's go. Congrats on beating the Chiefs. Raphael. Did any of you guys watch Street Sharks?
No. What was Street Sharks?
That doesn't ring a bell for me.
It was like Ninja Turtles, but sharks on rollerblades.
It's like the Temu Ninja Turtles. Is that
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But dude, I love Street Sharks, dude. I had all these little like action figures. And Sethoid, dude, I do love you. I'm sorry I'm not highlighting your comments, man. I just missed them.
Yeah, man, these vertical streams are different, dude.
I know. Yeah, we're getting distracted.
Honestly, they're fun though. Like some people come and troll them, but I'm like half the time I'm dying laughing.
I know, dude. I know. It's funny, man. But mark my words. Remember how the Queefs turned it on in the playoffs? These guys thrive in pressure. Come December and January, get ready for extreme T-Rex domination from this team. Unless they play the Broncos, baby. That's a dude. There's a new king in the division, man. And remember, Bo Nix or Patrick Mahomes regressing. Bo Nix ascending. That's like the theme of this year.
Yep.
They've had some pretty good pressure on them so far this year, and they haven't exactly thrived. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Last year was last year. This year's this year. So we'll see.
Well, and for people to go check this out. I might do something full on this, but like go look at the 2013 Broncos. We shattered all these records, right? Obviously, we ended up getting blown out in the Super Bowl. Go look at what our record in games that were 7 points or less. and you'll realize that we were 0-3 the entire season in those games. Everything else was just a complete blowout. We weren't calloused, and we absolutely got demolished. And we didn't even look that good in the playoffs that year either. But we ended up getting demolished. And I think Aqib Talib was talking about that too. He's like, I wasn't on the 2013 team, but one thing I knew was in 2015, it's like, man, we had our bad games. We had a bad game against Cleveland. We went to overtime against Cleveland. We eked out a way to win. But, man, it's like then when you're in that situation in crunch time, you don't flinch. So, listen, is it ultimately gonna pay off? We could obviously win the Super Bowl. We could obviously go one and done. But by no means is what we're doing bad. I think it's only positives are going to come out of it for sure.
Definitely.
Dude, no doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Well, guys, I think this was a pretty successful horsepower hour without Kodiak. We hope you find your dad, Kodiak. You show up on the stream next week.
Hey, buddy.
But Miles, man, it was great having you here. Fill in. Hopefully,
It was great
guys,
being
we
here, man.
got like 180 people watching across our streams. Please go subscribe to Crushing It Podcast, Crushing It YouTube. That's Miles' channel. He's getting started. He's getting rolling. Dude, man, these people are so crazy. But really quick, man, we'll go around. We'll talk about what we got going on in your channels, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll start with you, Mark.
Oh man, I got nothing really, I guess, specific. I'm probably going to just talk about a few different things related to this team. Look at maybe a little bit more, where we're at versus historically, how other teams that have done similarly to what we have done and opposite of what we've done. Maybe some comparison videos like that. Dive into the Raiders a little bit more. If there's any Raiders people in the chat, I doubt, because you would have made yourself very known.
They're all dead.
But love to.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find like a Raiders channel to collab with, to do some collab videos, because I really wanted to bring those back. But no, man, just if I think of an idea during the day, I usually just end up making a video. I don't usually have a plan, which is probably not the best thing. But what I'm gonna do is this. I'm going to talk as long as I possibly can and get as much mic time as I can, so Alex just absolutely loses his mind there in the chat. So let's see, what else can we talk about? I think Kodiak had said something about Marty Natchez. I'll say Nate McKinnon's looking really good too. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna take up that much time, but no, man. But do all of us a favor, guys. Whether you're a troll in the chat or you're one of the real ones, go follow Crushing It on YouTube. I've put it on in the channel. I think it's you have it at Crushing It YT, but I have it at Crushing It Show on YouTube. I think, is that it, or is it at Crushing YT? Anyways, I've been putting it a lot in the chat. It's right there. Go check it out. He's got awesome content. His play-by-play is legitimately phenomenal, and I'm going to say, like, I'm very jealous of his radio voice. So
yes,
go show him some love, man. He's doing
Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it.
Oh, see, Sethoid, a fan.
Hey,
so great takes. That's what I'm talking about. And
appreciate it.
Seth is one of the real ones.
And most importantly, to get on this show, we don't tolerate A.T. Perry slander on this channel. Only A.T. Perry hype, and he is now part of the cult. Okay, you have been indoctrinated. All right,
we need to get A.T. Perry on the show.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Yeah, what's our Trinity? Bo Nix, Sean Payton, and A.T. Perry, or something like that.
Or I mean, if you want to go for the Saints Trinity, you throw Will Lutz in there, or Lil Jordan Humphrey. Humphrey wasn't the Saints.
Troutman. Yep, all those guys.
I like that. All right, Miles, what you got going on in your channel? We know we can find you for play-by-plays. What else?
Yes, sir. So Friday, I've actually been collaborating with a buddy of mine that I came across over in Perna's server. So that is at Hilltime Sports. His name is Trent Hill, Eagles fan. We kind of talk about just all the happenings, just up the NFL, kind of do some game previews, that sort of stuff. So look out for that. We usually do that Friday afternoon, just after we're both off of work. So yeah, that's what I got. And then obviously Broncos play-by-play on Sunday. It's going to be great.
Can we find you on any other platforms?
I do have an Instagram. It's at Crush. I think it's Crush Miles Broncos.
Okay.
I'd have to double check that, but I can put that in chat. I don't use Insta much, but I do.
Miles,
have
do you have
one.
an OnlyFans?
Man, I should start one. Someone in chat was asking if I was wearing socks.
Subscribe to find out, brother.
That's
The
for the members
mystery.
page.
Yeah, that's the members page. It's
That'll
really cheap. It's
that'll be
like
the
$5
first
a
thing
month.
that comes. That'll be the first thing that comes out on members only. Alex
yeah.
will probably be there for that. They're
They
speculating
do.
a
Let's
little
go.
bit.
Yeah, we know Alex will buy the premium content. You'll love to see it. But Miles, man, thanks for being willing to come on last second. And
Hey, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we hope you didn't kill Kodiak, and I mean, we want Kodiak back next week. But if you show up again, I'm gonna have some questions. Where's Kodiak?
Exactly.
Don't say nothing.
Oh yes,
Kodiak
Andy's
somewhere
got
selling
it.
feet pics.
Yeah, hit that join if you want to talk with us every day on Discord. We are not sharing selfies unless asked for them. Jeremy, you've been putting out a little bit of content, right, over at Broncos Unbridled.
Yeah.
What do you got going on?
I mean, me and Mark always do the post game, and then we started a kind of a Broncos debrief the last couple weeks here. So that's been just a good kind of really dive in depth post game, and not just your immediate like emotions, but kind of like break it a little more in depth. So that's been really cool.
Dude, let's go. Guys, go subscribe to all my friends. I was talking about this with Mike last night or 2 nights ago. Broncos country has the best YouTube community out there. Now, we might be, small in number compared to, Brandon Perna, who is the king of all of us. But, we are mighty with what we got to say. So, guys, go subscribe to all my friends. They all put out wonderful content. And thank you for being here. Fans, trolls, we love you all. Until next time, guys, go Broncos.
Go Broncos.
God bless Bo Nix. That's sacrifice.
He's grabbed.